help us spread hashtag save Roblox and get it trending on X so we can force Roblox to change its moderation tactics. It has been nearly a year since the Potemer scandal broke out, which I covered in great detail in both videos and Shorts news episodes, and since then Potemer has seemingly got away with all the actions of him mentally abusing and manipulating a 12-year-old back in 2022 when he was 16, despite admitting to this on numerous occasions. This is thanks in large part to him continuing to upload shorts to take advantage of his audience and the actions of his mother and the victim's mother. Now new evidence has surfaced in the form of screen recordings dated back to February of last year, provided by the victim herself, that in July 24th, Potemer attempted to try to live with the victim IRL when she was 14 and trying to get back into a relationship with her, which is absolutely disgusting. Keep in mind this is not the only disgusting action Potemer has gotten away with. There is plenty to cover, so if you agree that Potemer needs to be held accountable as to why he was attempting to get back with his own victim, then make sure to like and subscribe and watch until the end so as many people as possible can be informed regarding the severity of one of Roblox's most infamous child predators. But first, for those of you who are new, and for those who don't know the context of this situation, Potemer back in 2022 crossed state lines into the US state of Florida to do you know what with a 12-year-old while he was 16, which would make a 3-year age and maturity gap between the two. Since Florida Romero and Juliet law says the younger person must be 14, and since the victim, who we will call Yellow, was 12 at the time, 12-year-olds cannot consent to you know what, which would make Potemer a criminal and also a child predator, because anyone regardless of age can be a child predator. There were also instances of Potemer sending you know what to a Discord server that had Yellow and numerous other minors as well, which would also make Potemer a child predator. When this scandal began, Potemer and his mother began a cover-up operation, which resulted in the false arrest of someone that had information regarding Potemer, had Yellow's mother unjustifiably ground and remove Yellow from the internet. Once it was discovered the victim admitted to Parlo and Guamgo that the allegation did in fact happen. Here is a clip.
Look, just in case my mom ever comes by, I'm just gonna let you know, I can't really say anything because of my mom. I can't say anything, even if I were, I'm scared that my mom is just gonna be just there, because she's Discord, and she can hear me fine.
So you are afraid of your own mother?
And that's just kind of the main reason of why this is sort of, just covered, and I can't say anything anymore.
So listen, I'm not asking here for, a full-on admission. I don't want a full detailed thing here. I'm going to ask you a straight up open question. I'm going to need the honest truth here, because otherwise this will implicate you and your mother, from a legal perspective. Did Potemer do to you the things that he's accused of? Did Potemer actually end up raping you?
He didn't have me. I'm still virgin.
Okay, so he's going around to his IRL friends saying, quote unquote, I'm going to just paraphrase this from him, he got teeth.
Oh no.
So someone here is clearly lying.
Is the statement that he's saying true? That's all we have to say. It's just a yes or no. You don't have to go into any detail.
Okay, because if my mom finds out I said anything, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I definitely was scared. I don't want to see anything.
So he did end up getting teeth from you, or a head?
Yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say.
Now over a year later, since the scandal broke out, and this disgusting monster is still on the platform, and is in fact gaining subscribers, many of whom are probably the brain rot babies he talked about in DM conversations, whom probably all have no idea how much of a threat to humanity Potemer is. But now, new information has surfaced from the Roblox YouTuber FREVV'S on his VRAIL YouTube channel, which you can learn about from my video on the channel itself. But back to the main topic at hand. FREVV'S revealed new evidence of Discord DMs with the Roblox YouTube Goldfishes and the current co-owner of Forsaken Basil. First up is the conversations with Goldfishes. When Parlo released his original video that kick-started this entire scandal, Potemer did not deny them, and instead attempted to sympathy bait, claiming he didn't want to wake up the next day and wished this whole thing was a nightmare. Potemer then revealed he had plans to recover and get away with literally committing a serious and very dangerous crime. When Goldfishes responded claiming what he did was 100% against the law, Potemer responded by essentially confirming the allegations by saying it was legal as it was just between quote kids, and that people should stop blaming him for not being aware that it was illegal, even stating the law was not centered around how large the age gap was. Then in DMS with Basil, the co-owner of Forsaken, Potemer discussed the allegations with her, but purged all the DMs and blocked her just to hide the evidence. But in screenshot evidence, when she originally said messages of Potemer admitting to his crimes to another person, Potemer replied by stating she needed to hear him out because it's much deeper. Essentially, admitting to the veracity of the screenshots. Potemer then tried victim blaming by saying Yellow was the one who took advantage of him, not the other way around, and claimed he didn't really consent to it, essentially victimizing himself. He then went on to admit to the age gap and said the mental maturity gap wasn't a factor anyone should look after, and then claimed Basil was scaring him and insisted that Yellow was actually the one in the wrong as she wouldn't let him walk away. This can be literally not believable as Potemer literally admitted that this was all consensual, so now him lying and contradicting himself only makes this scandal more worse. His paranoia and his purging of messages also did not help him at all. And finally, as you remember from the clip, Yellow admitted that yes, Potemer did take advantage of her. Now many Potemer fans claim Yellow was pressured into this admission, while ignoring the fact that the real reasons Yellow was hesitant before was because of her own parents, or more specifically, her mother, who once realizing her daughter spoke to Guamgo and Paolo, removed her Discord account, because keep in mind, both Yellow's mother and Potemer's mother tried covering this up. During this same call, Yellow shared and screen shared private messages with Potemer, and in these screenshots, Potemer and Yellow talked about topics to do with you know what, with Queen even saying Potemer gave her relationship advice. Yellow also admitted that Potemer allowed her to talk about inappropriate topics to do with her relationship life, and even on one example, showed a message of Potemer talking about them living together and falling in love once again, and him bringing up the fact Yellow had online you know what with 3 previous people, which showed how obsessed this disgusting monster was with this then 14-year-old, which is intrusive and disgusting. Keep in mind, these messages were shared February of last year, meaning since this was sent 6 months prior, it means Potemer sent it around late June to early July, meaning that Potemer would be 18, a full-on legal adult, with Yellow still being 14. So basically not only is Potemer continuing to discuss inappropriate topics with a 14-year-old, the same 14-year-old he admitted to emotionally manipulating, abusing, and even doing you know what, but has fantasizing of being in a relationship with her once again, and living with HR, which is grooming. Potemer cannot use the "we were just minors" excuse, which wasn't even valid anyways, because need I remind you that anyone regardless of age can be a child predator, and now there's evidence that he was still to target this minor, and there's a likely chance he's still doing this as of the editing of this video. And the sad thing is, Potemer got away with the allegations, both reputationally and legally, as he gained 2 million subscribers since the scandal, along with the fact that both his mother and Yellow's mother covered it up. The police had nothing to go off of to even prosecute. An 18-year-old trying to restart a one-sided relationship with a 14-year-old is completely unacceptable, and the maturity difference is insane, yet people will still defend him because of his popularity and his content. Anyways, that is all for this video. Please spread this video around so more people are made aware of this situation, and make your own videos going over this situation as well. Make sure to like and subscribe if you are new, and make sure to follow my social media accounts. The links will be in the description. To wrap things up, this video is not intended for hate, harassment or cyberbullying towards the people mentioned in this video, but instead it's to act as an educational and informative video going over the situation at hand. Goodbye.